Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
Been living under a rock. You know what just went down at the Oscars? During the 2022 Oscar telecast, Chris Rock and Will Smith had a spat when Rock took the stage to present the Oscar for documentary feature. He joked about Jada Pinkett Smith's shorn head appearing in G. Jane Smith, then walked onto the stage and slapped Rock, despite the fact that it appeared to be a joke. At first, Smith returned to his seat and continued to rant at Rock. But how has Chris responded to the entire ordeal? And how will he proceed moving forward? Keep on watching to find out. In the immediate aftermath of the slap, Will Smith just smacked them out of me. Said a stunned Rock. Smith responded, "Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth," and repeated the phrase. Rock responded, "Oh wow," for viewers at home censors. Muted the verbal part of the exchange between Rock and Smith. The theater went silent, and Rock said that was a greatest night in the history of television, clearly trying to defuse the situation.
That was a greatest night in the history of television.
Confirms to Variety that Chris Rock has declined to file a police report following an altercation with Will Smith at the 94th Academy Awards. A full statement from the Los Angeles Police Department reads LAPD investigative entities are aware of an incident between two individuals during the Academy Awards program. The incident involved one individual slapping another. The individual involved has declined to file a police report. If the involved party desires a police report at a later date, LAPD will be available to complete an investigative report. This goes on to show how Chris Rock really feels about the situation without having to verbally address it. As of yet, the refusal to file charges against Smith displays that Chris Rock does not deem Will to be an enemy or have an ill intent toward him, and points towards his acceptance that whatever Will did, it was out of anger and delusion. In the heat of the moment, it further shows that Chris does not plan on dragging this feud any more than it has already been dragged, and wants to make an attempt at mending things with the Oscar winner. Will Smith smacked comedian Chris Rock on the 94th Academy Awards stage on Sunday night, and Bradley Cooper, Tyler Perry, and Denzel Washington were seen talking to him. Cooper, 47, put his hand on Smith's shoulder, while Smith, 53, had his hand softly caressing Cooper's waist and completed their meeting with a hug, according to photos from the Dolby Theater. Smith was also spoken to by Perry and Washington. Moments thereafter, Sean Diddy Combs appeared on stage and promised Smith and Rock that they would settle things like family. Later, okay, Will and Chris, we're gonna solve that. Like family at the Gold Party, okay, Smith later attended the Vanity Fair Oscar party with his sons, Trey and Jaden, daughter Willow and wife, standing with his prize on the red carpet and smiling for photographers. Other guests at the party reacted to the incident with filmmaker David Furnish, saying he tells his sons with Elton John, "Don't hit anybody under any circumstance," but actress and comedian Tiffany Haddish defended Smith, saying he had been standing up for his wife. Jaden Smith tweeted, "After his father hit Rock, and that's how we do it." Other members of the film industry criticized Smith with The Last Samurai producer Marshall Herskovitz, calling on the Academy to take disciplinary action against him, and Star Wars actor Mark Hamill calling it the ugliest Oscar moment ever. He added stand-up comics are very adept at handling hecklers, violent physical assault, not so much Twitter reactions from Hollywood's elite show, that they clearly felt Will Smith was in the wrong for inciting violence against a comedian making a lighthearted joke. Famous sports analyst Stephen A. Smith took to the platform to shed light on the racial aspect of the entire scenario, tweeting, "If Will Smith seriously did that, and he wins the Oscar, he just stained the greatest moment of his career. You cannot do that, especially as a black man in that position, to another black man on that stage. If this was not a joke, Will won't live this down." Some like Emmy-nominated producer Will Packer just enjoyed the drama and the spice, saying, "Well, I said it wouldn't be boring." Famous show host Conan O'Brien joined in the banter, "Just saw the Will Smith slap. Anyone have a late-night show I can borrow just for tomorrow?" Others like Jimmy Kimmel stayed on the fence and just hoped that the incident didn't take the spotlight away from the rest of the awards ceremony, and deserving participants writing, "I know the big story is the slap." But congratulations to Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Regina Hall, who were very funny. I hope that isn't overshadowed by the unpleasantness, The scuffle not only shook the celebrities but sent shockwaves across social media.